Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. Kyle Lavelle once more. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, share the knowledge, comment, do your thing. But two Bay Area men tackle mental health issues within the Asian American community. Let's check out this clip from NBC Bay Area, the best area.
Two Bay men are tackling what some say is a silent but growing crisis, mental health connected to Asian American men.
Tonight we sat down with the two men to understand the issues and what they are doing to help others like them who may be struggling with their emotional well-being.
And it just felt like the vibrations released something in my heart and in my muscles that ultimately I cried for a very long time.
Michael Lee says that emotional release came from taiko drumming.
And it just allowed me to unlock a lot of memories that I kind of silenced and suppressed in my head.
During an event held by Proud Asian Men, a mental health support group.
So what I see here is Soy Boy Central. That's what it's looking like right here. No offense, but go on.
It creates a safe space for Asian men to explore and be vulnerable. Lee volunteers with Leo Shah, the founder of Proud Asian Men. Born in the East Bay, Shah lives in Los Angeles. He didn't know anything about mental health until a couple of years out of college.
And see, the thing is, a lot of people think that mental health isn't real until they start facing a crisis.
Knew something was wrong.
I was at a music festival with, at that point, all my closest friends in the entire world. And all of a sudden I had this crushing feeling of, I feel so alone. That's probably a part of why I started this work, because I was seeking a sense of belonging.
Searching for that belonging, Leo wrote a Facebook post asking,
hey, if I started an Asian men's support group, does anyone care?
He's not a medical professional, but wanted to do something.
I don't ask these guys to go somewhere emotionally that I'm not prepared to go to myself.
Since 2019, he holds free bi-weekly support groups for Asian men through Asian Mental Health Project, along with talks and events in Southern California and in the Bay Area.
The experience comes from the sheer amount of stories that I've heard. I've probably over this time talked to over 500 Asian men, asking them these very human questions. What do you want? What's been painful for you? How do you process your masculinity and your culture inner?
I mean, it's pretty much men in general. Not specifically Asian American men, but I mean, he has a point.
Intersecting.
I found Leo's group through my email, and I actually was receiving emails for it for like an entire year, but it took a crisis. I was suffering a lot last year. I suffered in my mental health. I was really anxious about life. I was really sad about life.
Lee searched for an answer and a connection. He attended his first Proud Asian Men's group online. From there, Lee says he found a purpose.
He just texted me. He was like, I want more of this. Can we do this? So the first Bay Area Asian Men's event that we did was a potluck and Asian Men's social group, social support group.
But then you know what? A lot of these individuals, the work at home culture is so popular now, thanks to COVID, right? A lot of people think that staying at home and, you know, sipping on lattes and, you know, mom and pop cafes and being on the laptop was going to be the rest of their life, right? What do we call them? Digital nomads. So a lot of digital nomads are going to end up just like this. A sense of belonging they're going to want to find. So, yeah, I can see this clearly.
At his apartment.
They have this shared experience where they can connect.
Angela Tang is the CEO of RAMS, a nonprofit mental health agency that has served San Francisco and Hayward for more than 50 years. She's also a licensed clinical social worker.
I think that there's an idea about what men should be in our society, and then you layer that with the Asian American identity.
Tang says nationally, across all ethnic communities, 1 in 5 adults and 1 in 6 youth experience mental health challenges a year.
But they don't go into specific of what it is they're feeling, though. So are all these individuals feeling the same way about the same thing? Like, it's not specific enough. And to bring a social worker into it, a female one at that, it's like, what?
The number of people who are actually receiving services it's only 50% just on average. And when you look at Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander communities, it's even like lower than 25%. What are some of the barriers to that? The stigma around mental health, the fact that we don't have enough providers that know about our.
And see, my thing about Asians in general, most of them are big on family, gatherings and everything. So somebody like me, I would think that in the Asian community, there wouldn't be a lot of social isolation because, they usually do things in big groups and in large numbers. But that can't be all of them, right? This video pretty much proves it right here. Not all of them have that large connection, that large social connection like we think they do. So that's something to look at too. But then, depending on your hobbies and what you're into, that displays a lot of it too. Work culture, your hobbies, events, family, dating. I guess it's everything in one.
Our culture.
Both Leo and Michael say this work will continue, not just for themselves, but for others.
That's why at Proud Asian Men, we believe in building infrastructure for Asian men's mental health, so this can last a long time.
Now it doesn't feel like, oh, if I admit my shame, the kid is going to bully me and jump me, because that's what I experienced as a kid.
Oh, so now I get it now. So now this is more of what happened to you during your upbringing back in the day. Were you bullied? Did you have a lot of friends? Did you have no friends? So I guess it's affecting their adulthood as they get older. So I guess your past does matter at some point, because your past is going to shape your future and what you could come of it.
Now what it feels like is, if I admit my shame, that's actually might connect me with the guy across from me. Why I feel like this work is so meaningful is that my life has been transformed because of it.
Wonderful work, and Proud Asian Men will be holding workshops in the Bay Area this Saturday, October 25th, and next weekend, November 1st.
That's the way it's going to have to be now, due to the mental health challenges and people. There's not enough help to reach out to everybody, the specialists, the clinics and everything. People that are suffering, battling mental issues, they're not getting enough help. There's not enough resources. And that's why there's a lot of these strikes and everything going on in the, in the medical field. There's not enough. It's the lack of mental help. So that's why these men are out here creating their own groups. So then they don't have to rely on the specialists and the social workers and all that. So this is actually the right direction. This is Kylie Veo. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.